Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for coming back. So today we're going to do this recreation of B. Marie's neon green look. And we're starting off with Top Brow from Kiss Professional in Granite. And I'm going to go ahead and carve out my brows with that. I know normally we use dip brow, but we're going to use this for today. And I'm just going to fill in my brows. I like this product because it still allows you to see your hairs, so I might be switching over to this. Next, I'm going in with my Fawn, and I'm going to go ahead and clean up my brows. And this is a new technique that Briana showed me when I did my one-on-one with her. So shout out to you, Bri. It does take more time, and it is a little more complicated than what I'm used to, but practice makes perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and buff that out. Blend everything seamlessly. Just making sure there's not going to be any harsh lines, and bam, we're going back in with Cool Tan, and that's a little bit lighter than Fawn. Fawn is on this side, Cool Tan is on that side, and I'm just going to go right back in with that and carve out the brows again. It just makes it look a little bit cleaner and just a tad bit brighter without being too bright. When you add both shades together, as you can see, it looks cleaner. So next I'm going in with Cheeky Bronze from MAC, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that with this Real Techniques brush. It's not very shimmery, but when you turn it does add a little shimmer. Going into my Morphe 3502, we're going right into this peanut butter looking shade at the top, and that is going to be my first transition shade. And then we're going in with these two here. That's going to be the second transition, and I'm going to mix those two shades together to warm it up and make it look a little bit smoky before I add color. And I'm just buffing that in, and we're going into my Morphe 35B. We're going into this green here, and we're going to start building the crease area. And just with a smaller blending brush, I'm going in with the teal as well as the green. I'm mixing both of those two together. So now time to cut the crease. We're going in with NYX concealer in yellow, and I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my crease. Normally this is the brush that I use for my eyebrows, but we're switching things up a bit, and I'm gonna cut the crease with that brush. Alright, now we're going into the Take Me to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm taking these two lime greens. I'm going to mix those two together, and we are going to put this in the inner corner. And then we're going in secondly with this deep forest green, and that's going to be the second shade. And just pack that on to the concealer. And next I'm going to add some yellow because it's not as neon looking as I want it to be. So I'm going to add some yellow right on top just to make the inner corner pop and make it look neon, not just lime green. So as you can see, it's brightening it up. And then we're going right back into the 35B, and we're adding that forest green once again. And we're going to blend that in. Next we're going in with the Pretty Vulgar Gel Liner. This is my favorite liner right now, and we're just going to add that wing as always. Next I'm going to go in with my NYX glitter glue, and I'm going to add some glitter. I have this yellow, like neon yellow glitter, so I'm going to add that after I use the NYX glitter primer. It's not really glue, it's like a shadow primer, but it's a little bit sticky so that your glitter stays. And then I'm just taking a little applicator and adding the glitter and cleaning it up with a small pencil brush. Then we're just going to throw some mascara on, honey. Lashes and eyes are done. So next we're going into CoverGirl's new Matte Made foundation in the shade D70, and I'm gonna prime that. I'm gonna set it with this spray, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with my Real Techniques blender. And then we're going with the ABH contour palette, and I'm highlighting my face with this shade. I forgot the name of it. I'll tell you in the description box below. And that's what I'm going to use to highlight my face. And we're going into Fenty Matchstick Espresso to contour around the perimeter of my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend out that highlight, as well as blend in the contour. I'm actually using a brush from Morphe. I don't remember the name of that brush, but I'm blending it with the brush, and I find that it's a little more seamless than using the blender. But I'm going back and forth blending the highlight into the contour so it looks more seamless. Then we're going into the contour palette here from BH Cosmetics. I'm taking this shade here, and I'm going to contour my nose with it lightly. I don't want it to be harsh, but I do want to set and go over what I did with the Fenty. Then we're going to Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to set my under eye. I'm not baking it, but I am going to set it. And we're going to clean up this contour and brush it right off so we don't make any harsh looking lines down there. Alright, now we're going into the 39A from Morphe, and I'm going to use Evolve and go ahead and bronze up my face some more. Just want to add a little more color back in to my face. And then we're going into this Note Cosmetics Desert Rose blush, and I'm adding that. Loving this shade. Adding that to my cheeks there. And brushing everything off. And this is the final look. What you think? What you think? Leave me a comment down below if you like the look. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to B Marie. Help my girl get to 200K. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.